Well, Ben, who's winning out there, offense or defense?
Defense, always.
How has it gone as a unit out there so far?
It's good. I mean, every day has its ups and downs, offensively and defensively. But it's going good. We're making progress, and you can tell that everyone out there is getting better.
What are the linebackers really honed in on?
We're just trying to go out there and lead. Starting out early, working on technique and whatnot, but really just getting better at every aspect, from getting the line set up to our coverage drops, that just finishing the plays.
You got to train full go this off season, which you weren't able to do last year. How much of a difference has that made for you?
Unbelievably difference. I mean, my body feels so much better. Moving around out there, it's helping a lot. Just last year, not getting back until around this time, getting into the season kind of felt a little sluggish, and so going in full speed now, it feels real good.
Those last couple of games you played so well, how much did that help you kind of end the year that way going into the offseason?
Definitely a real positive note. It kind of made me feel like back like my redshirt year again. Just kind of my body was back to where it was after all those games, I think. So I think going into this year, hopefully I can take off of those last few games and start off the season hot like that.
How hard is it to catch up in football when you are kind of behind like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like getting into conditioning like playing the actual game. I mean, you can, we're out there running decks. We do all different sorts of type of conditioning, but you can't really get into football shape unless you're playing football. So it takes a little bit. And so last year I think that happened to me, and being back with it this year the whole time I think has helped a lot.
How good can this defense be?
I think as good as we want. It kind of just depends on us. I mean, we've got the greatest coaches and who are always showing us this and that and how much better we could be. And so it makes sure we're not getting complacent with ourselves and working hard every day. We could be a dominant one.
What's it do for the linebackers when you have that group of D linemen in front of you that you have?
It's awesome. They take on double teams. We're coming free, making plays. It's nice having them up there a lot of times.
Coach Yates was talking about trying to limit the big plays this year, and I know some of those plays really skewed the stat line for some of those games. How do you do that, and what did you kind of take away from that last year, giving up some big plays?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, explosives is something we're really trying to work on. We were a good defense, but if you hold them 3 downs and then they get another first down, those first 3 really don't matter too much. So we're really working on starts up front, obviously with the D line, getting a pass rush. And then linebackers, we've got to do better with the under coverages, so the secondary doesn't have to worry about them as much, and they can protect the long ball.
How do you guys define that? What's the yardage length where it becomes an explosive play, or is there like a?
I think it's 25. Okay. 20, 25.
As a linebacker group, obviously you guys got a lot of experience in that room. What is that group like? I mean, you got so much game experience, so much knowledge in that bunch.
Yeah, it's a fun group. And we've all played quite a bit, which is really nice. So we can all learn from each other in each and every way. And when the young guys this year come in, it's good for them also. Just like how I was, I came in and there were a lot of seniors in my class. Tommy Smith and J.C. Percy. So when you come in and you've got some experienced guys in front of you, you're able to kind of talk to them, as well with the coach. Because a lot of times, the younger guys are kind of scared to ask coaches questions. So they can come up to us and ask those things. So we're all able to help each other out.
You guys have a little bit of fun during fall camp in addition to the practice. Anything you guys have done so far that you liked?
You got to find some ways to have fun. I mean, it's hard to go out there in 100-degree heat every day if you're not having fun.
No, I mean, so you guys done what, pie eating contest and airplane toss? You got a favorite you've done
we've
so
got,
far?
The Olympics. I think my favorite's the pie eating so far. Just watching those guys get into it's pretty funny.
I know Jay.
How does experience in your group in particular help when you guys are trying to be efficient and productive in terms of this time of the year getting ready for a football season? How does experience help with your efficiency out of practice or whatnot this time of football season?
Definitely. I mean, just from year 1 to now, fall camp is a completely different story. Now different when practice is, when to do this, when to do that, when you should take a nap, when you should go watch extra film, when you should do this and not that. So I mean, definitely out there on the practice field, you're able to be more efficient because of that. You're not doing things when you shouldn't be and not doing it when you should be. So, in that aspect, it's definitely better.
I know last year this time we were kind of talking about how you guys were a little inexperienced at linebacker, but have you noticed there's you guys have turned the page on that and there might be a little bit more maturity out there?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we've got a senior in the room, a few juniors, and a lot of people who have played. So the experience level is very high, and we know that, and coach knows that. So it helps with the competition in the room as well, because that we've got 2 deep, 3 deep at some linebackers, and you got to push yourself every single day.
Coach Avalos was saying that you guys worked on foot speed and stuff like that this offseason. I know it's only a few days in fall practice, but can you notice a difference? Do you see a difference out there?
Oh, most definitely. And with a lot of teams going more lateral stuff right now, that's huge. And so that was a big emphasis with us on quick feet and moving around, just our movements in general, which is a big key at linebacker, and I can definitely see how much it's helped.
I think Jay asked this to Tanner, but when you're out there and you look over and you see Tanner, and you look behind you and see Dante and Darian, and you look at some of the D linemen, when you see the talent on the field in this defense, what comes to mind, or what do you think about when you see the quality of guys you have out there?
Let's go. I mean, it's fun when you look around and you see that, and you know kind of what we're capable of. It's a lot of fun.
I know Coach Yates is trying to say, oh, they're not great yet. They got a lot of work to do. I mean, you got so much individual talent, but some of the overall numbers, the points allowed, things like that last year wasn't just there. Maybe it was the explosive plays, but how do you kind of look at areas you guys can improve, and why maybe the overall numbers weren't great last year when you do have so much individual talent?
Oh, definitely. I mean, the numbers are numbers, and are always going to be skewed a certain way, but yeah, we can definitely always get better. And I think the big play was one thing, and like I said, it kind of starts up front, and then us as linebackers, help them with those underneath routes and whatnot. And if we do that, I mean, we should be solid in the run. That's kind of a big emphasis we always have. And if we're able to take away some of the explosives, then as a defense in general, we should be good.
How have you seen Leighton Vander Esch grow over the last year? He came in as a walk-on. Was put on scholarship during the offseason, and he's also put on about 20, 25 pounds, it looks like, too.
Yeah, I mean, he's just gotten so much better. It's unbelievable. He came in, like a little baby giraffe almost. Just he's so lanky and long, but after just this summer, and you could see him even grow as a leader and teaching some of the young guys. It's really cool to watch.